What's up, people? I'm right here I said I wanted to come here and film. Now, look, I noticed the last video, the audio was going in and out, but the church is right here. You see what I'm saying? But the reason I'm filming this here, I'm filming it for documents just to create, just to show y'all my life and how I came up and how I was very zealous and how I was caught up into Christianity. You see what I'm saying? It's not that I'm condemning the people who are very sincerely, who love the Most High and whatever to the best of their ability and things of the nature. It's just that um, we have been taught things, we have been taught it the wrong way, the Bible the wrong way. And all religions, just to give you some background how the faith was established. It was established by a man by the name of William Miller. Um, it was this lady also by the name of Ellen G. White. It was established up under, she married this man by the name of James White. I think that's what his name was. And he went by the name of Ellen, I think her name was Ellen Harmon or something like that. And she married Ellen and became White. And they came to, like, say, in the early 1840s. In the early 1840s, the Seventh-Day Adventist Church got established. You see what I'm saying? And I came under, I'm a, it was this too, and I came in up under, and ever since then I have been up under it. I left the movement in 2014 when I was convicted, and I got a breakdown of the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Realized that the Bible was a history book, and that Adventism and nation chapters, Catholic and different denominations came under the supremacy of, like, Rome and stuff like that, and things of that nature. Another thing, the Seventh-Day Adventist Church was established when it was formally established, when people started to follow the faith. It was like in 1863 when it was a religious organization. In 1863, and 63 in Michigan is when the faith was when it was established into a church organization, and that's how it got started. Because a man by the name of William Miller, I think it was like William Miller, he pronouncing the judgment was going to take place, and people was looking for judgment predicted between 1841, 1842, between 1843, and all those time periods, they was announcing the judgment had came. And so around in 1844, I think it was they experienced something like a bitter disappointment. It was a bitter disappointment because it was something like show up at that nature, and judgment place between the most and the holiest. You know what I mean? And that goes into the prophecy of Daniel. You see what I'm saying? It was about a judgment that took place where, like, the Gentiles who were Israelites, were real Israelites, but they was when off from new identity Israel. And when gospel, they say that these Gentiles, you see what I'm saying? No, that they was none. My bad. That they was none, and they went off and they worshiping the other gods and things of that nature. And then they said they claimed that these people were non-Israelite, but they really was real Jews, but they were all Gentiles. They strayed away from the Most High. That's why he tells us in what's that scripture, Jeremiah? He says, "Return unto me, return Israel." So if he told you to return, that tells you right there that he's not talking about the non-Israelites. He's talking about those Jews, those Hebrews who have lost their true identity when they went off and started worshiping idol gods, and they started worshiping other gods and things of that nature. And so they was called something outside of what God had told them. And that's why when they say when the gospel reached the Gentiles in AD 34, you know what I'm saying, AD, which mean AD mean after Christ and all of that. So that's what that goes into. And so the religion, as far as Advent, the breakdown of Advent, that came into the scene where the people was looking for what they went by, I think what Miller was saying, William Miller was saying, and they was waiting and looking literally for the Advent cloud. And that's what the Adventists came from, that term. They was looking for the second, or looking for the first return of Christ or something like that. I believe that's what it was. And that's where the name Advent, the seven day, they got, because they realized that in the Bible, it was talking about honoring the 7-day Sabbath. You see what I'm saying? And so that's where the word Seventh-Day Adventist, they got apart from the Bible. Then the religious part, Advent, they got that from man, because that was made up by man. God in no ways told nobody to be a Seventh-Day Adventist. He said, speak unto the children of Israel, not to the Seventh-Day Adventists, not to no Baptists, not to no Methodists. He was saying, speak to the children of Israel. He called them by their God-given name. He say Israel because that's what the church always, that was their name, Israel. Israel, not nothing outside of what God had called them. And this is what, basically what I was trying to do is just give you a little background of where this information came from. Now, what I'm going to do, if y'all want to understand a little bit more about it, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the links to information in the description box as soon as I'm done with this video. And on that note, how did the Seventh-Day Adventist movement start? That's what I named the video. How did the Seventh-Day Adventist movement start? All right, I'm out. If y'all got any questions, comment in the comment section or whatever. How did the Seventh-Day Adventist movement start? That's what I named it. I'm out.